Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our Explore Simpson series for the theater department here at Simpson College. On the Zoom tonight is myself. My name is Mark Gensler. I'm an admissions counselor here. We also have Lainey Fight from the admissions office, and then Professor Ann Wolt from our theater department. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hand it off to Ann to get this started.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Mark. Hi, everyone. My name is Ann Wolt, and I am a professor in the theater department, and I have been teaching in the theater department for, this is my 23rd year. I teach many of our performance-oriented courses, and I am one of 5 professors in the theater department. And we as a team teach all areas of theater, performance and technical. We have a full major for theater arts. We also have a theater minor, and we also have a minor in what's called arts management. And that is fairly new within the last 3 or 4 years. And that's been a really exciting addition for us because we have students who are going to become performers or they want to run their own nonprofits. And it's really important for somebody in that position to be able to understand the business side of nonprofits and the arts. So the arts management minor is a really nice addition, and it's something that couples really well with either a theater or a music major. We also, for the education majors, you can get the theater endorsement as well. We offer as a department all areas of theater. Simpson College is a liberal arts college, so that means that you're going to try a lot of different things. And we in the theater department subscribe to that same philosophy. So if you are somebody who likes to perform for the most part, that's great, but you are going to know how to run a light board before you leave here, and you're going to learn how to stage manage and learn about directing. And we also have many students who will double major. You're able to do that fairly easily within the 4 years. All students study performance. You would study basic design. You would study technical theater, theater history, classes in directing, and classes in playwriting as well. We offer scholarships, and scholarships in the theater department are open to all students. You do not have to be a major or a minor in order to hold a scholarship. 50% of the students who make up our Simpson Productions company are not majors or minors, but they are people that have one desire for their career, but they have a passion for theater or they have a passion for singing, and they know that they want that in their life. So they would like to continue doing that while they're in college, and you are more than welcome to be a part of our program. For the most part, depending on who you are and where you are in the process, you may still be able to audition for a scholarship in the theater department if you are interested in that. If you are, we ask that if you are interested in performing, that you simply record yourself performing a 60-second monologue. It doesn't even have to be memorized. We just need to see you performing something. And you can simply send me the link and we can take a look at it. Or if you're interested in technical theater, we've asked students to compile what we call a design portfolio. And basically what that is we ask you to ask you if you ever helped build a set or paint a set or design posters, to show us pictures of that, and along with an interview, and just kind of talk to us a little bit about the work that you have done. So if you are interested, I can find out where you are in the process and we can go from there, but we would love to have you audition if that's something that you think you might like to do. The benefits of that, I wasn't quite done with that one, but that's okay. The benefit for that is that you are a member of the Simpson Productions company, and in that group, you get to explore different types of leadership positions in all of our main stage productions. things like scene design, costume design, lighting design. You could also apply to be an assistant director. All of our shows are stage managed by students. The most important thing to know is that we run our theater company like a professional theater company. So if you are a designer, you are in on the very beginning concept talks, and we have weekly production meetings just like you would in a professional theater company. And in addition to having you do that to get you ready for working professionally, another important part of our department has to do with our guest artist program. And our guest artist program is that we bring in professionals who are currently working in different fields in theater to work side by side with our students. It may be that they come and be a guest artist in design. Last semester, we had a guest artist in choreography come, and it gives the students a chance to really work with a professional while they're here. And then as a part of that program, we ask the guest artist to have a journey conversation with our students. Most of these professionals that come to us, they all have a very different journey. Some may have taken all 4 years of college, then went to grad school, then started working. Some may have gone to 1 year of college and dropped out and decided they just wanted to work professionally, which is great. And they will talk to you about how they started as a student and got to the place where they are today. So that, again, it's all about us making sure that you're prepared to work in the field when you leave here. Okay, you can go ahead and change the slide then. Before I get into the production aspects, either tech or performance, I would like to talk about opportunities for you to become involved outside of the classroom. And that has to do with being involved with clubs or different organizations. The first one I'd like to talk about has to do with, it's our Theater Honorary Society called Alpha Psi Omega. We also have a group called Agents of Change, and that is a national organization that works with helping to combat abuse and sexual abuse primarily on campuses. We also have a great group called On the House Improv, which is an improv troupe. We have a performing arts theme house where we have a house where right now, I think they have 7 members that are living there. They all live in the same house. Most of them are either theater majors or music majors. And we also have what's called the Theater Simpson Underground. And the Theater Simpson Underground is an open mic night. And this is where students from all over campus take part in that. This is where we find out all of the athletes that know how to sing and write poetry and like to do the performance thing. So we do that once a month. We also offer work study in our theater department. You can choose, as a freshman, you can choose to work in either the scene shop or the costume shop. And then when you become a sophomore, you can apply to have what's called an undergraduate assistantship. And that's kind of in a supervisory position. And the undergraduate assistantships, we have positions in lighting, costumes, audience services. So you would run the box office, marketing. We have technical theater production students, production stage managers. I have a UGA actually who helps me with educational outreach. And we also have a student who's in charge of sound for all of our productions. So there's a lot of different ways for you to become involved outside of just the classroom. I think right now would be a good time, before I talk to you about Simpson Productions, I would like to introduce you to us. And the best way I think to do that is to show you some pictures of some of our past productions in the last couple of years. So we can go ahead now and show the video. makes me a little weepy watching that. I missed being able to perform live. Okay, so we can go ahead and go back and into the next slide. You will see the productions that we're working on right now. This year has been hard, as you all know. But we knew that we needed to do something. We couldn't just not have a season. And so we really had to just start thinking outside of the box, and we've explored a lot of different types of filming techniques. We have put on a full season of shows, and they have all been recorded. They've been filmed and recorded. Some of them were filmed as they were just performing live, and some of them were shot more as a film. And that's what's happening right now. Right now, with Simpson Productions, and I'll explain, Simpson Productions is a collaboration of the theater and the music department's production sides. And what's unique about our production company is that we are able to do straight plays, we are able to do operas, and we are able to do musicals as well. So being able to do all three makes us very unique, because there's not a lot of departments that will particularly have opera. And as a part, if you are interested in singing with the opera, one of the nice things is that we actually use a professional orchestra. We hire a professional orchestra to come in so our students have an opportunity to understand what it's like, because that's who you'll be working with if you sing professionally, whether it's in musicals or operas. You're going to be working with a professional orchestra. So this spring we are starting off with an opera double bill, and they are two small operas called The Telephone, and the other one is A Hand of Bridge. And what we did is those were directed, rehearsed, on a set, on a solid set, and then they were filmed. The performance itself was filmed, and that is actually, we started working on that in February, and that is going to be released online on March 12th. I will say the one nice thing that came out of us having to do recorded work is that we were able to share our performances with a lot more people. So people, my family in Michigan were able to watch because without having to come here. So that actually has been nice. Right now, we are also rehearsing Mackinac by Sophie Treadwell. And that one, they are actually filming as if it were a film. So they're doing small little shots all over. And putting that together. That will go up at the end of March. And then we have our final performance this year is actually going to be our very first live one of the year. And we're really excited about our Festival of Short Plays. And actually they are audition. I'm going there right after I get done talking to you. We have auditions tonight upstairs. And that is Theater Between the Wars. American Theater Between the Wars is the theme that this year's short plays are based on. Every year when we do this Festival of Short Plays, this is the production that is directed by students, designed by students, all of the actors, stage managers. I am simply the producer of it, but everything else is run by students. And we do that every single year. And that we are actually getting to perform live on the weekend of April 16th, and we are going to be performing outside. There's a really cool amphitheater not too far from here, and we're crossing our fingers that the weather's going to cooperate and that we actually get to do this. But our students are really excited for the opportunity to work outside as well. So it's going to be, everything is just kind of new this year. But what's most important to us is that we keep telling stories and that we keep creating, and so no matter what happens, we're going to keep doing that. And I think we have really shown that we can do that this year. So at the end of the day, we would love to have any of you be a part of our Simpson Productions company, a part of our theater department. We have found that the students, our past students who have taken advantage of all of the different opportunities while they're here are really the ones that are succeeding and are doing the best. Our job is to give you as many tools as we can for you to be successful when you leave here. So thank you for listening to me tonight. And I will turn it back over to Mark.
All right, thank you, Anne. So I would like to just go over a little bit about the admissions piece and Simpson. I know people on this call are in various stages of the admission process. So I'll try to keep it general, but we'll go over some important dates that are coming up and some things that you would want to just keep top of mind as we move through the spring here. So real quickly about Simpson, 100% of our students do receive financial aid. We do have around 1,200 full-time undergraduate students. At Simpson, our class sizes are small. We do have a 12-to-1 student to faculty ratio. So again, with those small class sizes, you're really going to get to know your professors, and your professors are really going to get to know you. We do also offer 80 majors and minors and pre-professional programs here at Simpson. And then 99% of Simpson graduates were employed or in graduate school within 6 months of graduation. So that is something that we really do pride ourselves on with that statistic. People are hiring Simpson graduates, and Simpson graduates are finding those jobs right now. And then with that, we also have an excellent internship program, which has opportunities all over the country as well as close by here. So a couple of things to keep in mind. The next step. So if you haven't applied to Simpson, there is not an application fee. If you are a senior, the application is open. If you're a junior, the application will open for you in July. Make sure that if you are a senior that you are filing that FAFSA for us so we can go ahead and we can start setting up the numbers for your financial aid offer. If you're a junior, you're not going to be able to file your FAFSA until October 1st. That's when that will open up for you. And again, that's when we can really start to kind of nail down some of those numbers. We are hosting individual and group visits here on campus. And it's a chance again to come to Simpson, take a tour with a group of people and kind of get in touch with different faculty members that are here. And again, we are doing individual visits too. So with COVID being what it is right now, if the group thing isn't something you want to do, we can go ahead and we can set up those individual visits for you. Make sure that you're checking out our spring events calendar on simpson.edu for the most up-to-date information that we have. That's going to conclude our Explore Simpson for this evening. Thank you everyone for joining us. Thank you, Anne, for providing all of that wonderful information about the theater department here at Simpson. Again, reach out to your admissions counselor if you have any questions that come up. And we look forward to seeing you on campus.
Bye, everyone. Thank you.